who will have the better season, Rodgers or Brady?
Skip, I'm taking Aaron Rodgers. Now, statistically, Tom Brady might have the better season because he has the better weapons. You know, he has 2 Pro Bowl wide receivers, arguably one of the greatest tight end to have ever played the game in Rob Gronkowski. 2 other tight ends that have great potential but have not reached their max potential yet. So, statistically, I think Tom Brady will have a better season. But I did not pick Tampa to win their division. I'm going Aaron Rodgers. And so I'm saying Aaron Rodgers is going to win his division. So it all depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking at a team that's going to have the best record, win the division, I'll say Aaron Rodgers. While Tom Brady will probably have slightly better numbers for the simple fact he has more offensive weapons. When you look at what Rodgers is throwing to, he has Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams is a pro role receiver, big-time playmaker. But they have 2 Devontae Adams. They have Chris Godwin. They have Mike Evans. And then you bring Gronk into the fold. Aaron Rodgers have Alan Lazard, Devin Funches. Now Skip EQ, Equanimity St. Brown, I think that's his name. So Brady should statistically have better numbers, but I'm going to say Rodgers will have the better season because he will win the division. So I'm going Aaron Rodgers over Tom Brady.
So let me get this straight. You are saying the Packers will win more games in the regular season than Tampa Bay will?
Yeah, that's what I said. Didn't I say that? Yeah.
Just want to
What, you want cases on that or something?
I want a bunch of cases. I want 5 on that right here, right now. I'll take it. Will you put your where your mouth is on this holiday?
When did you turn into this guy? Dude, when did you turn into the guy that want to bet everything? Okay, 5 cases. Green Bay versus Tampa Bay, best record.
I just took another sip of Diet Mountain Dew, the breakfast of champions, and I've got another 5 cases coming into my little swimming pool down here in the flats below the palatial estate that Shannon Sharpe lives in, way up the hill from me in Bel Air. You told me that Tom Brady basically hit the wall really each of the last 4 years. You told me that he definitely declined last year, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I saw some slippage, yes.
Okay. So going into this fall, into this September, Aaron Rodgers will be 36 to Tom's 43. Age 36 to age 43. That should be a huge advantage, Aaron. I think Aaron Rodgers' team and season last year were fraudulent. There is no way they're going to repeat 13-3. It was fraudulent because for the 3rd straight year, Aaron's key stats fell. QBR fell 3 straight years, and completion percentage fell for the 3rd straight year. In QBR, Aaron last year ranked 18th, and in completion percentage, he ranked 23rd in the National Football League. Not very good. So how do you go 13-3? Aha. Turnover differential, you're tied for 3rd. That's some tribute to Aaron, because one thing he doesn't do, he does not turn the football over. Conversely, he doesn't do much great anymore either. He's a master at not making mistakes, but not making much happen. So they were ranked 16th in points scored. Well, that can't get you to 13-3, can it? Well, it did, because your defense was taking the ball away at a very high rate. And the other Aaron on your team was the actual MVP named Aaron Jones. Every time I looked up, he was making the big run or the big catch and run. And it's one of those weird years when you couldn't, we kept coming in every Monday saying, I don't know how they won that game, but they did. So I give them 13-3, but every red flag should tell you this team is not going to come close to 13 wins again. This team looks more like a 9-7 team to me, while Tampa Bay, with the GOAT, looks like a 12-win team. I have Tampa winning the division at 12-4. Yeah, I have them. It may be a tie. It may be a 12-4 tie with New Orleans, because I I really love and respect what New Orleans has. They will be very good, but Tom Brady will be a little better than Drew Brees. And somehow they'll win a tiebreaker. I just have a gut feeling that they will end up winning the South this year. I believe that Tampa Bay will wind up in a home Super Bowl, the first team in NFL history to play in a home Super Bowl. It is meant to be. It is destined. Its GOAT goes to worst franchise in any sport right now. Worst winning percentage in any sport in this country belongs to the Buccaneers. And I believe Brady is hell-bent to turn them around and show Bill Belichick, watch what I can do here. You were wrong, Coach Belichick. Watch this. So I believe with all those new weapons that Tom definitely and easily will have a better year statistically, and I think he'll win easily more games than Aaron Rodgers. I don't trust Aaron Rodgers anymore because they don't trust him. You know, and I know the young coach and the fairly young GM, they just drafted Michael Jordan Love. He was named for Michael Jordan, Jordan Love. Some people think he could turn into Patrick Mahomes sooner than later. So obviously they're showing you that we don't really believe in Aaron for the long haul. He says he wants to play into his 40s and retire in Green Bay. Ain't happening. Jordan Love will be fast-tracked to replace him, and I don't think it will do that team any good psychologically. I don't think Aaron will respond well to this, and I believe Green Bay is a candidate without having improved much around Aaron Rodgers to get exposed this year. I believe they'll be lucky to win 9 games. They were lucky to win 13 last year, and now they'll be lucky to win 9. And I got a bet with you for 5 more cases of Diet Dew, and I have virtually already won that bet.
You have not. Skip, why do you do this? This is what I want to know. When it comes to Michael Jordan, only thing that matters is wins. Not shooting efficiency, not shot creations, not exiting the first, just wins. Now we get to Aaron Rodgers. He's 13-3. You bring up quarterback, QBR, you bring up completion percentage, you bring up all these stats. Stats that you never brought up with Tom Brady because all you said, all he does is win. Now Aaron Rodgers is winning. You want to break up all these stats about what does that got to do? Did he win 13 games last year? Yes. You talk about, well, I can see Green Bay only winning like 9 games. Well, that's what Fox Bet got Tampa at. 9 games. I believe Green Bay, so what? They're not 13-3. 13-3 might not be required to win the division. They might only need 10 wins. They might only need 11 wins. All I know is that I'm going to get 5 cases because the Packers will have more wins than the Buccaneers. Now, they used to be division rivals, Skip. You know that. They used to play in the NFC North. Green Bay, Tampa, Chicago, and Detroit. But now they kicked Tampa out. Tampa's in the South. So with that being said, even though he has all those weapons, and he should throw for like 7,000 yards because if he's the GOAT with all those young weapons, 7,000 should be a cinch. Peyton Manning's touchdown record should fall. His passing yardage record, 5,400 yards, should fall. But all that being said, Aaron Rodgers will win more games and win me 5 cases of Dew.
I already told you, Tom Brady will throw for 40 touchdowns, and I'll give him 10 interceptions, 40-10.
Why not 50?
MVP. Well, because 40 is realistic. He doesn't have Randy Moss. He's got a collection.
Whoa. Hold on, that's the goal. Everything is realistic. You know, when Tom Brady gets angry, psycho Tom, he's going to be hell-bent on proving Coach Belichick was wrong.
Well, time out. You have told me consistently, and you're in the Hall of Fame and I'm not, that Aaron Rodgers is the greatest thrower of the football ever. He is a transcendent thrower of the football. Never seen anything like him, says Shannon Sharpe, Hall of Fame, Canton, Ohio. And why shouldn't he win 12 games next year? He won 13 last year.
He might win 11. I just need him to win more than Tampa. I don't care if he don't win but 7 games, as long as Tampa wins 6. But he's gonna win the division. I got Green Bay winning the division because, hold on, you say you don't trust Cousins. You say you don't trust him. You tell Jenny all the time, I'm sorry, Jenny, but your team, I can't trust him. Okay, Trubisky. You like Trubisky? And Nick Foles has only been good for a stretch, a small stretch in Philly. So I know they're expecting him to do what he did in Philly in Chicago. Well, we saw that worked out in Jacksonville last year. We saw how it worked out with the Rams, not very well. And Matthew Stafford, that's Detroit. They're going to do Detroit-type things. So it's Green Bay.
Okay, but 9-7 will win the North. 9-7 won't win the South. It's going to take 12. Tom will give
y'all
you 12.
Not winning the South.
Game over.
You're not winning the South. What part about that didn't you hear? No, you're not.
Thank you for watching. You can subscribe here to get the latest from the show, and be sure to check out more of the best clips from Undisputed, or go watch a few other segments from our other shows on FS1.